Here, let's begin. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कथामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते
भगवते वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो
नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय।
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ॐ
ॐ
नमो
नमो
भगवते
भगवते
वासुदेवाय।
वासुदेवाय।
Together. Narayanam
नारायणं
namaskritya
नमस्कृत्य
naram
नरं
chaiva
चैव
narottamam
नरोत्तमं
devim
देवीं
saraswatim
सरस्वतीं
vyasam
व्यासं
tato
ततो
jayam udire
जयमुदीरये
नष्टप्रायेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु
अभद्रेषु
भद्रेषु
नित्यं भागवत
नित्यभागवत
सेवया
सेवया
भगवती
भगवति
उत्तमाश्लोके
उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवती
भक्तिर्भवति
नैष्ठिकी
नैष्टिकी
कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय
वासुदेवाय
देवकी नन्दनाय च
देवकीनन्दनाय
नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः।
नमो नमः
नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये
कृष्ण
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
हरे
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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे
हरे
कृष्ण।
So thank you very much, dear devotees, for your association. So we'll continue study from Srimad Bhagavatam. We are studying Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam, and we are currently in the share screen. Oh, it's not coming here. Okay, should come here. Yeah, so we are studying from Canto 1, chapter number 19, which is the last chapter of our discussion, and that's going to be ending our first canto of that we have been studying so far. So it's great to see how these things manifested, and we are able to study this for last many probably years. I believe so. Yeah, it's been going on for years now, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, so that's good. But yeah, it's always pleasure to study this together, and that is what is beneficial to everyone. Why it's coming like this? Yes, okay. All right. So let's begin. So whatever discussion that we are going to do today, dear devotees, is because of Srimad Bhagavatam that manifested by the hand of Srila Prabhupada ji, who translated this and wrote wonderful translation and purport. We are going to study that, the Acharya's commentaries, and whatever lecture that I hear from the senior devotees. So we are going to discuss from there. So if you find any good points, good things in this discussion, it is all because of their mercy, because of their hard work. I'm just simply representing their words in front of you. So if you feel anything good in that, please, it is all because of their mercy and we should pray for them. And if you find anything incorrect, anything, any mistake, that is because of my shortcoming. So please forgive me. So please bless me and pray for me so that I can speak the words of Srimad Bhagavatam in such a way that it increases our love for reading and studying Srimad Bhagavatam and take us closer to Sri Radha and Krishna's service. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Vansha
Krishna.
kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Kodimeshamindi ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Okay. So this chapter talks about appearance of Sukadeva Goswami. He has not yet appeared. We are still discussing that. But he is going to appear soon. Right? So far, we have seen that Parishit Maharaj regrets as soon as he came to know. In fact, even before he came to know, when he reached home, reached in his palace, he was saying that, what did I do? The action which I took is not fit for me. It's not a correct uh, way to behave. And he was feeling a little regretful at that time. And when he was feeling that, the message arrived. Shamikruti sent a messenger telling him that my son Shringi has cursed you to die in 7 days. We also studied that why Shamikrishi did not go in front of him, or Maharaj Parikshit did not go to visit Shamikrishi and make apologies. Parikshit Maharaj did not want to embarrass Shamikrishi because we have seen in the previous chapter that Shamikrishi is always very regretful that why did my son did this? It is going to be black spot on the Brahmins community. If the future generation will always blame Brahmins for doing this such an act. And we have such a pious and amazing Raj Rishi king who is going to leave. So what will happen? He was worried about that. So he also did not go in front of him, and Maharaj Parikshit also did not go in front of Shamikrishi to beg forgiveness. And he accepted the curse as a willingness of providence and did not even retaliate. He could have, because he had a power. He had a power to retract the curse. He had power to counter curse. All this were there, but he did not use any of that. Any of that. This shows his greatness. As our Guru Maharaj says, that tolerance is how one uh, uh, how one behaves, when there are provoking situation comes in front of them. So this is like provoking situation. Somebody's cursing. Just imagine, if somebody says something to us before coming into this Krishna conscious process, we would have probably retaliated. Now we have studying, we are getting a little polished, slowly, and we know that we should not be doing this, right? Parikshit Maharaj is already a very advanced devotee. He is known Raj Rishi, the Rishi among the kings. So he is very, very advanced. So now today we are going to see same chapter from text number 8 onwards, right? So 8 to 24 is where everybody is assembled, and at the 25 shloka, the Sukadeva Goswami arrives. So we'll try to cover whatever that we can today. So let's begin with that. So with that, let's study what happens next. So here we are going to talk about the great sages and thinkers arise. So Parishit Maharaj is sitting on the banks of Ganga or Yamuna?
Yamuna.
Okay, it says Ganga, but Jiv Goswami writes in his commentary, please discuss this also, right? That he says geographically, Yamuna is more closer to Hastinapur, which is today's Delhi, and that's where the Yamuna flows. So naturally, it was Yamuna. But that's okay. Both are wonderful, purifying rivers only. So no problem. So yes, as per the Bhagavatam, it says Ganga. As per commentary, it is Yamuna. Both are coming from Krishna. The Ganga comes from the lotus feet of Lord Sri Krishna, and Yamuna, where Lord Krishna did his lot of pastimes in his Balya Leela. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, text number 8. Who would like to recite? I can tell you how to recite. This is very simple. Tatro bhajakmur bhavanam punana. Like that we'll go. Who wants to recite?
I'll go, Prabhu.
Yes, please go ahead.
Tratro Pajagmur Bhuvanam Punana Mahanubhava Manuya Sasisyaha Prayena Tirtha Bigama Padeshahe Swayam Hi Tirtani Punati Sanataha.
Very nice. Very good.
Translation. At that time, all the great minds and thinkers, accompanied by their disciples and sages, who could verily sanctify a place of pilgrimage just by their presence, arrived there on the plea of making a pilgrim's journey. Purport.
Very,
Oh, Hare Krishna.
yeah, thank you very much.
Mhm.
So here we can say what's happening. Parikshit Maharaj knew that, okay, my life is going to end in just about 7 days. So he did the best thing. He immediately renounced. He left his home, left all his belongings, left his family, and like a mendicant wearing just one cloth, he went. And where did he go? He sat on the bank of a river, Ganga and Yamuna. And that's where he sat. And by the providence, arrangement of the providence, all the sages arrived. So you can see the great minds, thinkers, and their disciple. So like if Vyasadeva comes, his disciple will come. Narad Muni will come, his disciple will come. So you can see how huge the assembly would have become at that time, right? And he says that who could verily sanctify a place of pilgrimage just by their presence. Just when they come, the place become pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is not where a nice temple and all these things are. Pilgrimage is where the sadhus live. That also is a pilgrimage place, right? We can go to temple and all that, but best place is where the sadhu lives. That's the best thing. That's the reason why we are advised that whenever we go to Vrindavan in the Dham, what we should do, we should get association of Vaishnavas, the devotees, because that is what is purifying. Of course, we can go to temple. That's also wonderful, but we have to look at what is better, where we'll get more benefit. Like a businessman, you should think of more profits, right? So similarly in spiritual life, when we go to Dham, we should try to get association of devotees, sit with them, hear Hari Katha, get some instructions and things like that. So that's what. So here we can see in the purport Srila Prabhupada writes, when Maharaj Parikshit sat down on the bank of the Ganges, the news spread. How did news spread? There was no WhatsApp, Facebook at that time, but still news spread, right? So this is we can understand this can only be done if there is a higher power in play. That means Krishna energy was spreading the news, saying, okay, Parikshit Maharaj has renounced. He's going to be hearing Harikatha. Sukdev Goswami will come soon. Please, everybody go there, right? Today, we get news in a WhatsApp that, okay, so and so Maharaj is coming and the program is at this place. And we all say, okay, let's go there, right? We all plan for it. Now, the Devkinandan Prabhuji has come. His Grace Devkinandan Prabhuji has come in Atlanta. So he'll be giving classes. And we have Radha Ashtami coming up on this Sunday, very auspicious and wonderful and mega festival. So we all go to the temple. Similarly, here also, as soon as they heard, but we all need this, message. If let's say there is no WhatsApp and all that, will we be able to go there? We'll forget, right? We need to send reminder. Karthik Prabhu will keep sending. Tomorrow is this, please come. He sent 2 days in advance and keep sending reminders. So because of our Manda Bhagya, Manda Buddhi in Kali Yuga, we need reminders, even for spiritual activities, right? So all the sages, they try to arrive at this place. And this is a very important occasion. Very, very important occasion. Right? Actually, they came to meet Maharaj Parikshit not to take a bath of pilgrimage because of all of them were competent enough to sanctify the place of pilgrimage. So when they came, it was not for taking bath. We go to Haridwar, we go to Prayag, we go to Rishikesh for what? For taking bath to get purified. And these advanced devotees, they did not come for that. They came for what? They themselves are they themselves can make that place of pilgrimage wherever they go. There's a shloka, right? Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. Yeah, that's what it is. Tirthi kurvanti tirthani. Let me see if I have that. Yeah, here. Bhavadvida Bhagavata tirtha bhuta swayam vibho tirthi kurvanti tirthani swantastena gadabhuta. So wherever the devotees go, they turn the place into pilgrimage. They they don't have to go to a place of pilgrimage. They turn the place, whichever place they go, that becomes a place of pilgrimage. That's what wherever we see Mahaprabhu came in the avatar of as a devotee, wherever he went, that became a place of pilgrimage. We see, oh, Mahaprabhu came here, he sat here, he did this katha, he did that. Everything we consider that as a auspicious. So that's what happens. Huh? Yes. They come to purify others because by seeing them they get purified. Because they knew that not everywhere everybody will be able to go, right? But at least devotee when they come, we can get the association and get purified. So here we can say that they wanted to meet Parikshit Maharaj, who was a very advanced devotee. The common men go to pilgrimage site to get themselves purified of all sins, right? Thus, the place of pilgrimage becomes overburdened with the sins of others. Like, people are taking bath in Ganga continuously. The sins are getting vanished, but where are they going? They're going into Ganges. So when this devotee go there, they purify the Ganga like that. They sanctified that place by their presence. Therefore, the sage who came to meet Maharaj Parikshit were not very much interested in getting themselves purified like common men, but on the plea of taking bath in the place, they came to meet Parikshit Maharaj because they could foresee that Srimad Bhagavatam would be spoken by Sukadeva Goswami. All of them wanted to take advantage of this great occasion. So we all want to take advantage of the great occasion whenever the Bhagavad Katha is going on. Like, Sunday feast is happening in the temple, somebody going to speak on Bhagavatam, and we all want to go there. Some Maharaj has come, some devotee has come from east, and we all want to go and get that association because Hari Katha is spoken. Hari Katha will be spoken. So that is how we all look forward to, right? So that's what it is. So let's see further. Again, now we are going to listen and see who all are coming. So let's see this. Okay, this also goes like that. Who would like to recite?
Hey Krishna Prabhu, I can try it.
Yes, that's right. Gopal, yes, please go ahead.
अत्रिर्विश्वस्तश्चैव न सराद्वान् अरिष्टनेमिर्भृगुराङ्गिरश्च पराशरोगादिसुतोऽथ राम उत्थाय इन्द्रप्रमदे महाबहु मेधार्थिदेवल अरिष्टनेशो भारत अरिष्टशेनो भारद्वजो गौतमः पिप्पलादः मैत्रेय्य औरवः कवशः कुम्भयो द्वैपायनो भगवान् नारदश्च. Translation. From different parts of the universe.
Hare Krishna. You lose him?
Sorry, Prabhu. Yeah. From different parts of the universe, there arrived great sages like Atri, Chaivana, Shradvan, Arishtanemi, Bhrigu, Vashishta, Parashara, Vishwamitra, Angira, Parashurama, Utthaya, Indra Pramad, idam mavahu meda tithi deval arishta sena bharadwaja gautama pippalada maitreya avrava kavasa kumbhayoni dvaipayana and the great personality Narada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna.
here, all the great personalities, and they have so many disciples. They all came with that. Now, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada gave details of each and every rishis names that is being taken here. So you please read that because there are a lot of details which are given. Like, Chavan Rishi. So he was the one who Chavan Muni talks about, is a great sage, the son of Bhrigu Muni. Then Bhrigu Muni's appearance is described. Who is Bhrigu Muni? When Brahmaji was performing a great sacrifice on behalf of Varuna, Maharishi Bhrigu was born from the sacrificial fire. So he was very pure. Like that Vashishta. Vashishta Rishi, we know that it comes in Lord Ram's pastime, right? Parashar Muni, Gadi Sutta, like that. So you please go through that. We will not read all the details, but we'll read some more other things that we have.
So,
So that,
Prabhu, where did Prabhupada get all this information about all those personalities? Is it from the Mahabharata or?
this comes from various Puranas and scriptures and all that. So Prabhupada had deep study of all these things.
Okay.
So, and he immediately was able to see this is the greatness of Srila Prabhupada, that Prabhupada, if you see in many of the purport, he says that Jiva Goswami says this, Bhakti Siddhanta Sarita Thakur says this,
Mm-hmm.
Narottam Das Thakur says this, like that. He is putting Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says this, like that. He puts that comment. Bhakti Vinod Thakur has written here like that. So you can imagine, like, it's like a today's chat GPT kind of thing. And you
Yeah.
can say, what is this? And then it immediately give all the references. Prabhupada had so much information in his mind. He had read. He was well read, and he has understood those things, so he was able to reproduce them very quickly. Because when you read this, it looks like, wow, such an amazing purpose, right? That
Mm-hmm.
and Prabhupada always never took credit for writing this. Prabhupada always said Krishna wrote all these things,
Mm-hmm.
and Krishna inspired to write all these things. He will always has given credit to Krishna, and he will keep reading this again and again. And he'll say, oh, how wonderful this purport is. Now, who is that person who will read his own book? There are very few people. Nobody reads their own book, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they've written it. But here, Prabhupada is reading his own book and talking about it. That means he sees that this is written by Krishna, and therefore it is so beautiful and it is transcendental. So if I speak from this as it is, it will purify the hearers, purify the listeners. So that's what it is come from, Robert Prabhu. So yeah, Prabhupada had very deep studies of Shastras. So he was able to quote from various, Puranas and Upanishads and references from various scripture that we have. Yeah. All right, let's go. So all those, okay. So let's go ahead and read this one. Who would like to recite this?
I can go, Prabhu.
Yes, please go ahead, Vilas.
Text 11. Anne cha devarsi brahmarsi varya rajarsi varya arunadayascha manarsaya pravaran sametan avarchaya raja sirisa vavande. Translation. There were also many other saintly demigods, kings, and special royal orders called Purnadayas, a special rank of Rajarsis from different dynasties of sages. When they assembled together to meet the Emperor Pariksit, he received them properly and bowed his head to the ground. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here we can see that all the great, more and more devotees have come, right? In the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes very brilliant points. So let's read this. Prabhupada says, the system of bowing the head to the ground to show respect to superior is an excellent etiquette which obliges the honored guest deep into the heart. So here we can see that we have to pay obeisances. But how do we pay obeisances to so many, sages who come. Like we have one Maharaj coming, we all bow down. Another Maharaj come, we have to bow down. So many. But Parikshit Maharaj is so expert, he's able to manage it very well. And all of them, look at this. He says, Maharaj Parikshit, although honored by all the rishis and kings, welcome all the big men in the humble etiquette in the order to be excused from any offenses. So when somebody guru comes and if you don't bow down, it's an offense. If a senior devotee comes in an assembly and we don't bow down, it's an offense. Can you give an example where senior devotee comes in assembly and somebody doesn't bow down and there is an offense happens?
Prabhu, Daksha Prajapati.
Daksha
Pastime.
Prajapati, yes, okay.
Balramji and Romaharsha.
Romarchana Sutta, yes. Romarchana Sutta was giving Harikatha. And then what happens? Balramji walks in. When the Mahabharata was happening, he did not want to take part, so he goes to pilgrimage. He walks in. And then what happens? He doesn't go down, he keeps speaking. And Balramji says, what is it? This is an offense. He just takes one straw of glass and kills him. And yes, Daksha Prajapati also, he does not bow down. He thinks, oh, he's my son-in-law. Why should I bow down to him? Right? But he's a great Vaishnava. Lord Shiva is a great devotee. So Daksha Prajapati should have bowed down, and we know what has happened. It's a big story. We have a special chapter coming up later. But that's what it is. We should immediately bow down to this. This is such an important thing, dear devotees. Many times we feel that we can pay obeisance in the mind. No, that's not right. We should not do that. We should immediately take care of this. Otherwise, what happens? That offense will come. Offense will come. So, have you seen this video of Radheshyam Prabhuji bow down to Guru Maharaj? Anybody see this?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Who has not seen this?
I haven't seen it.
Have seen anybody? No?
No, Prabhu.
No problem.
Okay, I'm going to share the screen. Hold on. So, what happened once, Radheshyam Prabhuji was giving class. You able to see this?
Yes.
Okay, let me first see if you can hear the voice, because that would have to enable with the voice. I have to stop share and do it again, it seems. All right, let me share it again. Share. Share sound, yes. Okay. Okay, so see this, what's happening. Maharaj, Radheshyam Prabhuji is giving class, Bhagavatam class, right? He's sitting here, and see what happens.
We are reading from the chapter Creation of the Kumaras, another, where the few verses of discussion are going on a very important topic on Marichi and other sages. With great respect, they are speaking to Brahma. By observing Brahma,
There you can see he is bowing down, and immediately Maharaj comes. He has not seen him before, but he immediately sees Maharaj and jumps from his Vyasasana and pays obeisance. So that's the etiquette one should follow all the time. It's very important. And then what he does, he tells Maharaj, please give class. Right? Sometimes we have prepared so much and we want to speak, and we say, I should only speak, right? That's the mood one has, because we have put so much effort in preparing for a class and we are now on Vyasasana. But it is always a good thing to give So Vyasa sent to senior devotees, please come and speak. That's the way it should be. So this is the teaching of Vaishnava, who always want to make sure they pay respect to the senior devotees. So we should always try to. That's what the point is emphasized here in this. That in order to be excused from any offenses, otherwise we get big offense, right? Now here, Prabhupada writes a very beautiful point here. Generally, at the last stage of one's life, this humble method is adopted by every sensible man in order to be excused before departure. For example, this is also an important point. When somebody is leaving the body, what they say? They will beg forgiveness of anyone and everyone who was there in the room, isn't it? Even in a material world, they say, please forgive me. I may have done something, but I'm leaving. Please. Everybody does that, right? Why? Nobody wants to carry the bad karma with them. They know it, but it happens, but still they don't want to do that. So this is Parikshit Maharaj's mood, because he knows that he had offended Shamik Rishi. So he's begging forgiveness, saying that please forgive me. That is his mood. Right? In this way, Maharaj Parikshit implored everyone's goodwill for going back to God. So he got the goodwill of everybody who came. They all blessed him. So this is how one can confirm their ticket back to Godhead. Let's go next. So he welcomes now everyone. So let's read this. Who would like to recite? The same way it will go.
I'll recite, Prabhu.
Yes, Mata, please go ahead.
शुकोपविष्टेष्व अतातेषु भूयः कृता प्रणमा स्वाचिकृस्तं यत् विज्ञापयम् आशा विविक्तचेत उपास्थितोऽग्रे विगृथे पणिः. Sorry, Prabhu. I think
No, yeah,
I missed it
no problem.
little bit.
No problem.
Translation. After all the rishis and others had seated themselves comfortably, the king, humbly standing before them with folded hands, told them of his decision to fast until death. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here also, in a purport, Srila Prabhupada makes excellent point here, and please pay attention to this. And this is how one should lead their life. Okay. So here what he is saying in the translation, Prabhupada says that told them of his decision. Parishit Maharaj is telling that I have taken the decision to fast until death, because I am anyway going to live, so I'm going to fast. So this is a decision he's telling all the sages. Prabhupada writes brilliant point in the purport. Let's read that. Here. Yeah. Although the king had already decided to fast until death on the bank of the Ganges, he humbly expressed his decision to elicit the opinions of the great authorities present there, to get the opinion of all the great people who had assembled there. And this is what it is. Please remember this point. Any decision, however important, should be confirmed by some authority that makes the matter perfect. So if you make a decision that I want to go to Dham, okay, it's a wonderful decision. True. Just tell some senior devotee, Prabhu, I'm planning to go there. Oh, that's very nice. Please go. We get the blessing. So that means the decision that we made was confirmed by the senior devotee authority. This is very important, but not like, Prabhu, I'm going to buy some pen, which are blue or black, not those kind of decisions. We should ask which are spiritual, helping us in becoming advanced in that, So we are planning to go for a Mahavatar Narsimha movie. Yeah, we can tell Prabhu, our children want to see this. We are planning to go there. I hope that's fine. Oh, yes, please take them. They will take. Or you can say we all can go together, like you all went in Atlanta with Adya Prabhuji and all the other devotees. So it was very wonderful, right? So like that, we should get our decision confirmed, like endorse. Yes, this is the right thing to do. That's what Prabhupada is saying. What it does, it makes the matter perfect. This means that the monarchs who ruled the earth in those days were not irresponsible dictators. Whatever there comes in their mind, they will do it. Like today, we see so much problem going around in the world. Somebody makes a decision. I want to charge you so much. if we export to our country. And it's all arrogance coming out of ego, right? But earlier people will consult the sadhus. They always have an advisor. Advisors are always brahmanas in the assembly of the king, and they will take advice from them that what should I do in such a situation, or I am thinking of doing this. What do you think? Like that, right? It is important. Sometimes we want to ask so many questions. What should I do? What should I do? No, sometimes we can say, Prabhu, I'm planning to do this. Is it okay to do this? Or please guide me appropriately. Like that, we can get endorsement over statements or decision that we make. The scrupulously followed by They scrupulously followed the authoritative decisions of the saints and sages in terms of Vedic injunctions. Maharaj Parikshit, as a perfect king, followed the principles by consulting the authorities even up to the last day of his life. See, this is the greatness. We follow everything for our life, and at the end of the life, if you just make some mistake, then that's just the whole effort that you put in the entire life is gone. But here, Parikshit Maharaj, even the last day of his life, he's remembering the etiquette and he's asking all the sages, I am planning to fast until death. And sages say, Sadhu, Sadhu, this is wonderful. So we should always take the matter of whatever that we do to our guru, our senior devotee, and then we follow their instructions. Huh? Mm.
He's a king, but
Yeah, he's Raj Rishi. Yes, he is a correct Raj Rishi. So he's the quality of Rishis there. Okay, let's go to the next verse. Yeah, so here that verse we saw as a reference. So he feels fortunate. So Maharaj Parikshit submits himself to the assembled sages. So let's read this verse. Who would like to recite? So it also goes same way. Aho
I can-
vayam dhanyatama
I can try, Prabhu.
No, go ahead. It's easy, Prabhuji. So you can go like this.
Aho Raja
Aho
Uvacha.
vayam dhanyatama nrupana. Yeah, of course, Raja Uvacha, but like that you can go. This is a simple meter.
Aho Vayam Danyatama Nirpanam Mahattamanu Grahanya Shila Rajnam Kulam Brahmana Pada Sachad Durad Vishrambata Grahya Karma. Translation: The fortunate king said, Indeed, we are the most grateful of all kings who are trained to get favors from the great souls. Generally, you sages consider royalty as refuse to be rejected and left in a distant place. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here, we are the most grateful of all the kings who are trained to get favor from great souls. So here we can see, and Prabhuji writes in the purport also, it looks that he's feeling a little proud, isn't it? Oh, we are from the grateful king. But this pride is good. Prabhupada says in purport. The pride is good. For example, we can say, oh, we are from Gaudiya, Brahma, Madhya, Gaudiya, Parampara. Wow, that's a pride. We should feel happy about it. Prabhupada is our great guru. We should feel proud about it. I'm connected to ISKCON. We should be proud about it, right? Because that's a spiritual pride. That this good. I'm attached to this parampara, which is such an exalted parampara. So that pride is no problem at all. It's a positive pride, but not materially. Oh, I have so much money, I have so much wealth, I have so much knowledge, I know this, I can sing Brahma Samhita without reading, looking at it. Yeah, that's not a good pride, right? The pride should be about how we are connected, where we are association, and things like that. So those kind of things. So Prabhupada's like that. And here we can see the word which is used, and yeah. So here we can say who are trained to get favors from the great souls. So that means the kings are trained to get favors from the great souls. Means that great soul comes, we should pay bow down, obeisances, get their mercy, get their blessings. And that's the way to perfect one's life. That's what Parikshit Maharaj is doing. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, According to religious principle, stool, urine, wash, water, etc. must be left at a long distance. Attached bathroom, urinal, etc. may be very convenient amenities for modern civilization, but they are ordered to be situated at a distance from residential quarters. So this example is just an example, but Prabhupada is comparing that. That very example is cited herein in relation to the kingly order for those who are progressively marching back to Godhead. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that to be in the intimate touch with dollars and cents man or the kingly order is worse than suicide for one who desires to go back to Godhead. He exemplified this through his own behavior. Anybody remembers how did he exemplify it? How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exemplified this particular behavior, that to be in relation to the kingly order for those who are progressively marching back to Godhead. So we should remain distant with those who have lots of money and all that. Where did he does this?
Prabhu
Prataputra.
Prataparudra. Sorry.
No, everybody is saying
That's
same.
okay.
But that's okay. I could hear the chorus Prataparudra, which is good. Thank you. Thank you, Rasraj, Gopal Prabhu, Vijay Mataji, Vishaka Mataji, Jai Shri Radha. Everybody said in chorus Prataparudra. Yes, he refused to meet Prataparudra. All the devotees are requesting that please meet Prataparudra. He's hankering for your association. He said, no, I'm not going to meet him. He refused to meet. And then he met finally when Prataparudra was doing some service, menial service. Right? He was sweeping in front of the cart, he was massaging his lotus feet, he was singing the Gopi Geet. At that time, Mahaprabhu embraced him. So, yes, not on a kingly order and all that. One should not associate with them. In other words, transcendentalists do not generally associate with man who are too enamored by the eternal external beauty of God's creation. Means they are attached to materialistic life. Materialistic life. By advanced knowledge in spiritual realization, the transcendentalist knows that this beautiful material world is nothing but a shadow, a reflection of the reality, the kingdom of God. 15.1 it says, right? Ardhamula Adashakam. Urdhvamula Adashakam. So that's what in the 15.1 Bhagavad Gita, this is what it said. They are not, therefore, very much captivated by royal opulence or anything like that. They don't get attached. Even if millionaire calls in their home, they are not attached and looking at it. Yeah, okay, you have it. But how does it matter? Once you're gone, this is all gone. It's all temporary. Why we should get attached to something which is temporary? We should always look for something which is permanent, which is we can go back to Godhead and we can live permanently happy there. So that's what the advanced devotee, transcendentalist always thinks. Apparently, the king was condemned to death by an inexperienced Brahman boy, but factually, he was called by the Lord to return to him. Lord is saying, Parishit, please come back. How long you'll stay there? Please come back. I'm giving you 1 week now. Please come back. So he saw that was a message of the Lord that, okay, I need to go back. Like sometimes we are called, right? In an office, and those who are on-call people and all that, we have to be always on toes. Sometimes there's a issue in the production system and we are called and we have to be on the call, laptop and all that. We start working. So it's like that. Maharaj Parikshit was called. Okay, you please come back. We want you to be here. That's what happens here, right? So other Tanzanians, the great sages and mystics who assembled together because of Maharaj Parikshit fasting unto death, were quite anxious to see him, for he was going back to God. How wonderful. Somebody's going back and everybody's happy. Oh, who's going back? I want to see him. Yes, Vishaka Mataji, you have the answer.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't associate, that is, didn't even want to see Prataparudra, right?
Correct.
But he went and saw Chand Kasi during the Brihat Mridanga movement. So
Yeah,
how do we
he went to chastise, not to associate.
Okay.
Because Chand Kazi was breaking mridanga, not allowing the
Yes.
devotees to kirtan. He was doing that. So Mahaprabhu got very angry. He went in an angry mode, not in a compassionate mode. So here Prataparudra's association was asked because he wanted his mercy. Mahaprabhu, I won't meet him because he's a king. The Chandkazi situation was different, Mataji.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu.
Okay.
But Prabhu, one question, but did Mahaprabhu meet his son, Prabhu? He met his son, right? Pratap Rudra's son.
That was afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah. So his son was not a king, Mataji. Again, we have to see that he was not a king. And he was not in a position of an authority. So, yeah, that's how we can see that. Okay, let's go here next. Yeah, so Parikshit Maharaj was going, so everybody wanted to see how he's going. They were feeling very happy, not being jealous. They were feeling very happy and joyful about this. That's how we should be. We should be happy in other success. So here, Prabhupada writes further. Maharaj Parikshit also could understand that the great sages who assembled there were all kind to his forefathers, the Pandavas, because of their devotional service to the Lord. See, whenever we are serving the Lord, all the other devotees, the demigods, all the great sages, they're very happy with them because we are worshipping the Supreme. And everybody is trying to worship the same Supreme also. It's like, we are watering the roots of the plant, the leaves, the branches, twigs, all the flower, they all become joyful. They get nourished. They don't feel, hey, why are you pouring water at the root? Give me some water too. No, nobody's getting jealous about it. So here also everybody feels very joyful that Maharaj Parikshit and his forefathers were worshippers of Lord Krishna. So they feel very happy about it. He therefore felt grateful to the sages for being present there at the last stage of his life, and he felt that it was all due to the greatness of his late forefathers or grandfather. See, he's not taking credit for himself that, oh, I'm a great king, I'm a great devotee. He's giving all the credit. Oh, because my forefathers were so great, because of their association, because of their name and fame, they all have come to bless me. This is important. We should never feel proud about our own actions. If we are feeling proud about our thing that we have, that means we are being ungrateful. We should feel grateful about anything that happens to him, thinking that I am not qualified for this. Maharaj Parikshit is feeling that I am not qualified, but you all have come because greatness of my lineage. They were so great, and you have come to bless me because of my forefathers. So this is how it is. Though Parikshit Maharaj himself was so great because he was protected by Krishna, right? So no wonder he's such an amazing personality. He felt proud, therefore, that he happened to be in the descendant of such great devotees. Such pride of the devotees of the Lord is certainly not equal to the puffed up sense of vanity for material prosperity. The first is reality, whereas other is false and vain. So reality is that I'm associated in such a great parampara. And false is, oh, I have so much money, I've got big house, I got those things are false. So that kind of pride is fine, but false pride we should not. So he feels very fortunate being born in the lineage of Pandavas, Kurus. He now appreciates the Lord's grace. So let's read this. Who would like to recite this? Tasyeva meghasya paravaresham. Okay, Jai Shri Radha will say it.
तस्यैव मेधस्य परावरेषु व्यासक्तचित्तस्य गृहे सभीक्षणम् निर्वेदमूलो द्विजशापरूपो यत्र प्रसक्तो भयमासु दत्ते. Translation. The Supreme Personality of God, the controller of both the transcendental and mundane world, has graciously overtaken me in the form of a Brahman's curse due to my being too much attached to family life. The Lord, in order to save me, has appeared before me in such a way that only out of fear I will detach myself from the world.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So here, one very important word is used. Dvija Sapa Rupo. Let's put it here. Dvija Sapa Rupo means what? the Lord has appeared in the form of Brahmana's curse. Now I said, alright, how Lord can come in the curse? But this is how it is glorified, that Lord has come in the form of a curse. Now, what is that? Look at this. This is very beautiful, which is there. He says that due to my being too much attached to the family, the Lord, in order to save me, right? He has appeared before me in such a way. Then only out of fear I will detach. Where was I listening to this class? Yesterday, no, day before, yesterday's Bhagavatam class, right, in the temple. Yes, temple. So, Vashishika Maharaj was mentioning that if you are attached to something, right? If you are attached to something and we want to give it up, we don't give it up. Sometimes there are problems. So Prabhupada, he was giving example of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada had a disciple, nice disciple, but his father was a chain smoker. Chain smoker, you know, right? Before even one cigarette extinguished, the other one is lit. That is called chain smoker, one after another, going on. So the devotee's father came and said, I'm not going to give it up and all that. I'm a chain smoker. I can't give it. I'm not able to give it up. So Prabhupada says that, see, if you don't give it up willingly, then the situation will be so miserable that you'll be forced to give it up. Like, get some cancer. Now there is nothing that you can do. You have to die. So you have to give it up at the time, right? So same thing is here. So he's saying that, out of fear, I will give it up. I will detach myself. I'm not able to detach, but because now fear has come. Okay. Oh, I'll go to hell. Let me give it up. Unfortunately, in today's world, people don't even know this. So they are not able to even give it up because they don't know, if I do this wrong, what will happen to me? Nobody is understanding reading scripture. So what to speak of having that understanding through which they will get enlightened and leave such wrongdoings, that people are not able to do that. But Parikshit Maharaj is saying, so in the Bhagavatam, the first canto, second word starts with this. Let's go back. So we are just going to rewind, okay? So here there's one word uses, Trapatrayo Unmulanam. Trapatrayo means what? Uproot the threefold miseries. It removes the miseries. What? The service of Lord Shri Krishna. So here he's saying, this is an example of Dvijasaparupo, that Krishna will come in any form to uproot our threefold miseries. Threefold miseries to be remain in the material world. We go back to God. There is no threefold miseries, right? Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Adi Adhyatmik. All three are gone. So the moment we surrender to Krishna, these threefold miseries goes away. This is important. You can see this. So that's how we can see that Bhagavatam starts with that. Here is an example that how Trapatya Unmulan happens. So let us read the purport. In the purport also there is one beautiful point is made. So Maharaj Parikshit, although born in a family of great devotees, the Pandavas, and although securely trained in transcendental attachment for the association of the Lord, still found that allurement of mundane family life so strong that he had to be detached by the plan of the Lord. He's saying, though I am born in a devotee's family, I am still attached to my family, my kingdom, and everywhere. And only such an calamity has come on me so that I can detach myself. And how it comes? Therefore, devotee never sees that anything independently. In anything and everything that happens, you always see the hand of Krishna. He's saying, by the plan of the Lord. So Lord has made this plan to take me back. So he came as a Dvijasaparupo. He came in the form of a curse by Brahmas. Such direct action is taken by the Lord in the case of special devotee. Special devotee, only this thing will happen. Normal devotee will not even understand. Normal devotee or even a mundane people, they will not even understand. This for me. Very difficult to understand Krishna's Leela. Now, this is what it is. Please understand this point. Maharaj Parikshit could understand this is This by the presence of the topmost transcendentalist in the universe. The Lord resides with his devotees, and therefore the presence of great saints indicate the presence of the Lord. See, wherever a great saint comes, that means the Lord is there. So we should always understand that when a great devotee comes, the Lord himself comes there. We should always remember this. This is a very important point which Srila Prabhupada is making here. Therefore, we should try to be in association of a wonderful devotees. Never miss an opportunity to be among the devotees. Very, very important, especially when there is a Harikatha going on. We should be in that assembly for our own purification. On our own, it is very difficult. We cannot do bhajan. It's very difficult. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, "Oh, Vaishnava Thakur," in that bhajan, he says, "Eka ki amara na bhajan hoye." We cannot do bhajan on our own. I need mercy. So how do we get mercy? Mercy can come by associating with the devotees, by going with them. One of the great saint of Vrindavan, he was mentioning that we should try to sit among the great, the advanced devotee who are there in the assembly. What happens when they breathe out, their parmanu goes around and they fall on us. So we can purify it because of that. So you're sitting far off and then try to be as close as them, and for that we have to reach early at that time, right? So like that. Okay, let's go to the next verse. Yeah, this we just say as an example. So desire to hear. So now Maharaj Parikshit is submitting himself with the assembled devotee. So let's see what happens. Yes. Okay. Who would like to say? This also goes same way.
Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Tammopayanta pratiyanta vipra Ganga cha devi drutachitramisho dvija parashtra dvijo pashrishta pashrishta kuhakastakshako va dastava alam gayata vishnu gataha. Translation: O Brahmanas, just accept me as a completely surrounded soul and let Mother Ganges, the representative of the Lord, also accept me in that way. For I have already taken the lotus feet of the Lord into my heart. Let the snake bird or whatever magical thing the Brahmana created bite me at once. I only desire that you all continue singing the deeds of Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Here just one thing, here we can see this word. Just telling everybody, not to correct someone, but just this, when we have this line on top of it, we say ah. So we don't say va, we say va. Similarly, this will be read as a gatha. Gatha. Vishnu gatha means Vishnu's glories. Gatha. And here it is a. So takshako, not takshako, like that. So when we read this, it becomes very easy. In reading verses, if we are able to pronounce it accurately, the meter will go very nicely. You all can read. You all are doing nice. But this little points to improve our own reading. So I'm just sharing that. Okay. So don't feel that I'm correcting anyone. It's just for our own. When we do this, it only helps us in reading it nicely.
Please correct us, Prabhuji. मुझे तो ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है. Please don't.
No, all doing nice. Just wherever I see, I'm just telling. So
Thank you,
basically,
Prabhuji.
it's
Yes.
improved, right? No, you can read it.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you say Dashatvalam Gayata Vishnu Gatha. So Gatha. Then it becomes, it blends well, right? And also falls in the right tune. So then the tune comes very nicely, very pleasing to hear. These shlokas are very beautiful, dear devotee. If you sing in the right meter, they're so pleasing. Feel so nice. Wow, this is such an amazing. Sanskrit is the language of the Lord. Lord speaks in this language. Doesn't mean that if you pray in English, he will not. He will listen every language. But it's a language which is called Deva Bhasha. Deva Bhasha. Okay, let's read the purport. So here also some brilliant point is made by Srila Prabhupada. As soon as one is given up completely unto the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord, he is not at all afraid of death. See, this is what important. He is not afraid of death. In normal people, people are bhayat. They what? Kamsa. Why? Kamsa comes out of fear. He was trying to kill Krishna. He was remembering Krishna out of fear. But here, devotee remember out of love, not out of fear. Oh, my death is coming. You know, there are people who die and they leave body passing urine stool because of fear. They live like that. So, but Parikshit Maharaj is not at all afraid. He is so much pleasing. There is a beautiful picture of a Stoka Krishna Prabhu, the disciple of Guru Maharaj, and he's leaving his body and he's smiling. He's smiling at the time. If you can just Google Stoka Krishna Prabhu and Guru Maharaj in Chopati, you will see that picture. And he's smiling. He looks so beautiful. And say, wow, he has no fear. He's living. He has got his child. He's got his wife. He's living behind them. But he's smiling because he knows that, Krishna will take care of my family and I'm going back. So I have no fear. No, I'm completely detached. So that's how it should be. Here, Prabhupada writes a very brilliant point. The atmosphere created by the presence of great sages, great devotees of the Lord on the bank of the Ganges and Maharaj Parikshit's complete acceptance of the Lord's lotus feet were sufficient guarantee to the king for going back to Godhead. Look at this. So Maharaj Parikshit completely surrendered, saying that I am not leaving your lotus feet. And second, the presence of all the great devotees, that makes it very auspicious. It's the same thing. These particular sentence you can see in the smile of Stoka Krishna Prabhu on this. Let me see if I can pull it. It's such an amazing, you cannot even think about that. It's so beautiful. And there is you can read about his passing, how did he pass. It's so beautiful. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Am I writing something wrong? Yeah, here. Look at this picture. Where did it go? It came like that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Here. Okay. I was wondering where did it go? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay, it's not coming, but I will share this one. This is better. See, here you can see this picture where we can see the Stoka Krishna Prabhu is smiling. And he's living, he's got a cancer, he's going to leave his body, and Maharaj is giving his blessing to him. See his smile on his face. Is he afraid of this death? No, he's not. He's going to leave in few hours. Few hours. So this is how a devotee lives their life. They're not afraid of anyone like that. Here also there's another devotee who's going to leave his body, and Maharaj is next to him, and he's not afraid, just praying. And so devotees are like that, dear devotees. They're always peaceful, they're always happy. Death is joyful that, oh, they are going to Dham, going back to God. So it's a pleasing thing, right? When we come back here, then there is a problem. But if you go there, why there should be any problem? We should not have any problem going there. Okay, let's go to the next verse. Verse 16. This is a very important verse. So who would like to recite this? Punascha bhuya bhagavat anante. Yes, anyone?
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Prabhu, I can try.
Yes, Priya Gosmate. Please go ahead.
पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्या अनन्ते रतिप्रसङ्गश्च तदा अश्रयो महत्सु यामुपयामि सृष्टिं मित्रेस्तु सर्वं नमो द्विजभ्य. Translation. Again, offering obeisances unto all you Brahmanas, I pray that if I should again take my birth in the material world, I will have complete attachment to the unlimited Lord Krishna, uh, association with his devotees, and friendly relations with all the living beings. Wow, such a beautiful.
Yeah, so this is a prayer he's saying. He said, Punascha bhuyat. He is not afraid that I have to take birth again. He is not worried. Punascha bhuyat. I have no problem in taking birth again. But what I want these three things. What he's saying? I want attachment to the unlimited Lord Krishna. I want attachment there. And I want association of the devotees. I want to be associated in the devotees and friendly relation with all the living beings. How amazing it is. This is exactly what we are taught to do. This is his prayers. All the devotees think equally like this. If you see the Sudama, Vipra, Sudama, who is not Vipra, but Sudama, the garland maker in Mathura, he's praying like this. When Balramji and Krishna, they were very happy, he says, please ask for any benediction. He's asking, what is he asking? Savopi varve chalam bhaktim tasmin eva kilatmani tat bhakteshu cha saudardam Bhuteshu cha dayam param. He says Sudama chose unshakable devotion for Krishna, the supreme soul of all existence, friendship with his devotees, and transcendental compassion for all living. How equal isn't it? Same thing. Devotees asking say exactly same thing. They don't want anything else. So if you draw parallel among devotees, they ask same thing. If you are asking anything else, then we are not among that parallels. Now you have to think like that. Yes, Dhruv Maharaj, so same thing. Here is Dhruv Maharaj. So here also you can see what he wants. He says, Oh unlimited Lord, kindly bless me so that I may associate with great devotees who engage in your transcendental loving service constantly, as the waves of river constantly flow. Look at this, everybody asking for devotees association. Then nobody wants anything else, right? Then here we can see Prithu Maharaj. What is asking? I want to have Karnayushatmeshvara. He says, yes, he says, I may be able to hear about it. I want millions of years. Look at this. See, this is how the devotees behave. They all want association of the Lord and the devotees, nothing else. And they are compassionate toward all the living beings. So therefore, we should remember these three things in our life. Whenever we ask for these things. Always. That's why this important verse is so important. Okay, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that a devotee of the Lord is the only perfect living being is explained herein by Maharaj Parikshit. So he is exemplified as a perfect living being because he is completely surrendered to Krishna, attached to hearing his glories and his devotees, and having compassion for all the jivas. A devotee of the Lord is no one's enemy. That is one that third point says. Although there may be many enemies of a devotee of the Lord does not like to associate with non-devotees, although he has no enmity with them. He desires association with the devotees of the Lord. This is perfectly natural because birds of the same feather mix together. That means if we have to be called as a devotee, then we should have these three things in our life. That we should have unlimited attachment to Lord Krishna. We should be associating with the devotees or hankering for it all the time. And third, we have compassion for the Jivatma. No hatred, no enmity, nothing of that sort. Just love. Just love and compassion. Love for those who love us and compassion for those who don't love us. Oh, sorry, he's not able to do that. Compassion. That's all. Further, Prabhupada writes, and the most important function of a devotee is to have complete attachment for Lord Shri Krishna, the father of all living beings. Aham bija pradapita, he is the father. As a good son of the father behaves in a friendly way with all his other brothers, so also the devotee of the Lord, being a good son of the Supreme Father, Lord Krishna, sees all other living beings in relation with the Supreme Father. That means everyone is my brothers and sisters. So I should have compassion. Siblings in material world, people fight, but in siblings, they have compassion for each other, right? So they are all siblings. We should see that Krishna is the father. When we relate everyone with Krishna, our relation becomes very clear that how I have related with all these people. We don't see them as a stranger. Oh, I don't know them, but they are my brothers and sisters because father is only one. He tries to bring back the upstart sons of father to a saner stage to get them to accept the supreme fatherhood of the God. How do we do that? By distributing prasadam, by giving book. Now that Bhadra Purnima is coming, we can give Bhagavatam as a gift. We can distribute Bhagavatam. It's very important to do all these things. So that's how we can bring them close to our father, which is Krishna. Maharaj Parikshit certainly was going back to Godhead, but even if he were not to go back, he prayed for a pattern of life which is the most perfect way in which way the material world, perfect way in the material world. So if we are in the material world, we should ask for these things. That Lord, give me this complete attachment to you. Second, I want to be in the association of the devotees. Third, I want to have compassion toward every living being. This is how a devotee prays. So now we know when we go in front of the Radha, Madan Mohanji, Gaunitai, Jagannath Balisudaramai, we can pray like this. Said, please give me this. Right? A pure devotee does not desire the company of a personality of great as Brahma, but he prefers the association of petty living beings, provided he is devotee of the Lord. So even if somebody is very poor, but he is a devotee hankers for their association. We don't associate with people because they are going to give us a nice dinner prasadam. Let's have program there because they cook so much, they bring so much sweets and all that. No. Even if you are given only dal khichdi or simple prasad like that, it's okay as long as that person is a devotee. We should hanker for that high class association, not those materialistic who will going to provide some things that she'll turn into stool the next day. We should never think like that. We should associate with the great devotees, regardless of their economic condition, physical condition, and all that. Those doesn't matter. So let's go to next verse.
Prabhu, could you just go back to the previous one? I just want to get a screenshot of that.
Yeah, no problem. I can put it in the chat. Like,
okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll put it. So here, now the demigods are praising. So these two verses we'll study and then we'll pause because it will take too long to cover other verses. So what is happening here? Let's understand that. Okay, who would like to recite? All right. You want to read? Okay, Jai Shri Radha wants to recite. All right, go ahead.
सायुक्त प्राचीनमूले सुकुशेषु धीरः उदन्मुक्तो दक्षिणकूल अस्ते समुद्रपत्यनां स्वसुतन्यस्तभारः. Translation. In perfect self-control, Maharaj Pariksit sat down on a seat of a straw with the straw roots facing the east placed on the southern bank of the Ganges, and he himself faced the north. Just previously, he had given charge of his kingdom over to his son.
Hare Krishna. So he has given the in charge of his kingdom to Janmeja, his son. His son. And where did he sit? He is facing east. So those who go for second initiation with Guru Maharaj will tell them to face the east. And that's what the mantras are given. And sitting on a straw root, right? He's sitting on a straw roots, so which is basically what is that called? Durva grass. The asan made of Durva grass. It's considered to be pure. When Brahmanas perform yajna and all that, they wear Durva grass ring. They use Durvas, and that it's considered to be very pure, it's a purifying agent. That's what it's used. So there are devotees who sit on this and chant every day. So here in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, the river Ganges is celebrated as the river, as the wife of the sea. The seat of Kusha straw, that is Kusha grass, is considered to be sanctified if the straw is taken out of the earth, complete with the root. So it should not be like cut, it should be taken with the root. And if the root is pointed toward the east, it is considered to be auspicious. That means the straw mat that we put, the root should be pointing toward east. That's what it is. So we can see that all our scriptures, they give some indication how to perform certain yajna, how to perform certain vidhi and all that. We should try to study that and follow that. That makes things much easier for us. Facing the north is still more favorable for attaining spiritual success. Maharaj Parikshit handed over the charge of administration to his son before leaving home. He was thus fully equipped for all favorable conditions. He has no string attached. No string attached. So he was free, completely free, right? And he was ready to go back to Godhead. So he was sitting in perfect position, perfect posture on a perfect asana, and he's ready to go back to Godhead. Now, demigods are praising here. So let us read this verse. Okay, I will read this. Everybody is done, so I will take care. Evam cha tasmin naradeva deve prayopaviste divideva sangha prashasya bhumo vyakiran prasunne moda muhur dundubhyascha nedu. Translation. Thus the King Maharaj Parikshit sat to fast until death. All the demigods of the higher planets praise the king's action in pleasure, constantly scattered flowers over the earth and beat celestial drums. So you can see that all the demigods have become very happy that Maharaj Parikshit is now fully surrendered to Krishna and he plans to go back. So here we have to understand, dear devotees, that when somebody is pleasing Krishna, even the demigods becomes very happy that, oh, he's going to our master. They are not jealous. They are very happy about it. So that's what it is. So we can see this. I will draw some parallel here. There are some verses which comes here. So let's see how the demigods become very happy. So here is a verse which comes in the 4th canto, where Prachetas, so Lord Shiva becomes very happy with them. He says, let's read the translation in interest of time. We have to cover some text here. Lord Shiva continued, any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, the controller of everything, material nature, as well as the living entity, is actually very dear to me. So what is Lord Shiva saying? Oh, if you are surrendered to Krishna, then I'm very happy. You see? Then see next one. He says, and also if you are happy, like all the demigods are happy for somebody going back to God. So here, Maharani Kunti also says in one of the Kunti's prayer, we read this in a moment. He says that, and our Acharya says, we make advancement in the spiritual life to the degree we appreciate, or we feel happy when somebody makes success, or we becomes advanced in spiritual life. We should feel very happy about it. Oh, they got it. Like recently, all the devotee got initiated. So others who are not, they should feel happy. Oh, wow, they got, I'm getting inspiration, right? Sanatana Tai Prabhu, Namras Mate, they got second initiation. We should feel happy. Oh, they got second initiation. Very nice. Not feel jealous. Where are we? Like that. So we should be happy. That's what is mentioned in this verse. So this is a very beautiful verse. Anybody would like to recite? This is a very beautiful verse. Shunvanti Gayanti. Anybody?
Yes, Prabhu, I can try.
Okay, please try.
Shunvanti Gayanti Abhishe
No, Grahanti.
Gunar
Kayanti Grananti, bro.
Grananti, Shrunvanti, Grananti, Abhikshana Nashah, Smaranti, Nandanti, Tavehitam Janaha, Ta eva Pashyanti Achirena Tavakam, Bhava Pravaho Paramam Padambjam. Translation. O Krishna, those who continuously hear, chant, and repeat your transcendental activities or take pleasure in others doing so certainly see your lotus feet, which alone can stop the repetition of birth and death. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here what's happening? If we see the lotus feet or take pleasure in doing so, means those who take pleasure in those who are chanting, continuously hearing, means those who have attachment toward Harikatha, attachment to Krishna, attachment of associated devotees, just by seeing them, we can stop our own repetition, birth and death. So we will not take birth again just by doing this, just by glorifying devotees. How wonderful it is. Be happy in others' progress, others' spiritual progress. We should be thinking like that. So here we can see that Parikshit Maharaj said, and then all the demigods were praising. Oh wow, sadhu, sadhu is such a beautiful thing, right? So we'll cover the purport and then we'll pause here. Purport. Even up to the time of Maharaj Parikshit, there were interplanetary communications, and the news of Maharaj Parikshit fasting unto the death to attain salvation reached the higher planets in the sky where the intelligent demigod live. The demigods are more luxurious than human beings, but all of them are obedient to the orders of the Supreme Lord, Krishna. There is no one in the heavenly planets who is an atheist or non-believer. Thus, any devotee of the Lord on the surface of the earth is always praised by them, and in the case of Maharaj Parikshit, they were greatly delighted and thus gave token of honor by scattering flowers over the earth and by beating celestial drums. So they become very happy, and they are not envious, they are not jealous about somebody becoming a devotee, somebody going back to Godhead. No, they feel very happy that they are going back to Godhead, their own Supreme Master. He is always pleased with devotees of the Lord, so much so that by his Adi Daivik powers, he may help the devotee in all respects. Look at this, Adi Daivik, their own power, they can help them go back to God. Let's go back, I will help you. That's how it is. In material world, what happened? Adi Daivik, they give miseries by creating earthquake, by tsunamis, floods, and winter, and all those stuff. They give problem. But Adi Daivik powers, they give devotee pleasure and go back to God. They use that positively. And by their actions, the Lord is pleased with them. Lord also pleased, oh, you are helping my devotee. Wonderful. Thus, is an invisible chain of complete cooperation between the Lord, the demigods, and the devotee of the Lord. So there is always an invisible chain. We cannot see it, but it is there. So how wonderful these purports and discussions are. So the devotees will pause here, and we'll go to, we read this. Yeah, we'll go to the verse 19 onwards from next week. So we'll take some questions if anybody has. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. So thank you very much, dear devotees. There are no questions. We'll stop. Thank you so much for your association. Very grateful for your association in this assembly, giving me opportunity to speak Harikatha and hearing it patiently, and actively participating by reading verses and translation. So thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Purimashavinda ki jai.
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Kantra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Krishna Prabhuji.